Good morning, everyone. If I could call it morning, good afternoon then. Just gonna wait for some people to come in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Amanda. How are you? Good morning, Erin. Good morning, Karima. Good morning, Melissa. Thank you, Terry, and good morning. Yoya. I know you didn't mean Yoya, but I like that name. No sound? Can anybody else hear me? Good morning, April. Can anybody else hear me? Do I need to start all over again? Good morning, Lindell. Do I need to start over? Thank you, Robin. Can y'all hear me? Shakila, Miss Green, hello. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Good morning, Victoria. I hope y'all can hear me. Good morning, Missy. Give me a, okay, good. You can hear. Can everybody else hear me just fine? April, you can hear me. Okay. Okay, awesome. Hey, Linda. Okay, it seems like every day is something new. Good morning, Michael Smith. Every day is something new, man. I'm not feeling this stuff. But anyway, let me just dive off into this. Okay. Hello, Abby. What's that? It's Tam Duh, huh? I don't. Okay, Amanda Jacobs said, good, excited for this Wednesday. Just watched Greer's live from Friday. He says, if you have anything to say to me, come to me. How can I when you block me, right? That's a good question. I can't say anything to that man because he blocked me. So if I want to voice a concern with you or discuss strategies with you as to getting Semaj justice, how can I when you have me blocked? So it just don't make any kind of sense to me. But anyway, I'm getting on here to let you guys know a little bit about Greg. Okay. Greg L. Greer, Bishop Greg L. Greer. Okay, awesome. I'm so glad everybody can hear me. Bishop Greg L. Greer, he told me he was with the New York Post. He was a fella who pretty much latched on to me and the Justice for Semaj action team from the DCFS hearing that was in July. So he has 3 months into this, okay? He hasn't really done anything. He just been with us pretty much. He haven't really done anything. I give credit where credit is due. The Justice for Semaj team, they got donations and they helped to get Semaj's surviving brothers clothing. We were trying to get the park named in our honor. They helped cover the funeral expenses. So I give credit where credit is due. They did a lot. And I appreciate that, which is the reason why I wanted to bring us all together. Because I saw that with these rallies that they were holding, these meetings they were holding, we did not get support from the community. Barely anyone attended. I'm not trying to knock them down like, okay, they ain't on nothing. No, I'm just saying I felt that we needed more support, especially more support from the community to apply pressure into getting justice for Semaj. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to take over anything. There were times, and I have the screenshots, there were times where I was like, I wanted, as a matter of fact, when we did the interview with the Herald News, I was telling Amy, I want everybody to be there. because I appreciate what everyone is doing. I want you all to be there. This isn't about me. This is about us getting justice for Semaj. Not you guys individually, not me individually. It's about getting justice for Semaj. That's all I wanted. So, like I was saying, I was going to these meetings and stuff. Even with our little issues that we had, it was still about getting justice for Semaj. Even with all that mess that occurred, I still wanted to get justice for Semaj. Because my thing is, I'm willing to work with anybody. You don't have to like me. I don't have to like you. As long as we get Semaj justice, that should be it. Whatever hatred you have towards me, okay, you can still feel that way. It's about Semaj, okay? So when I went to those meetings and those rallies, it is only like 20 people outside. I have a live of the rallies. There, that meeting where the detective was, like what, maybe 30 people was there? And that was on a good day. Every other day, nobody attends, nobody show up. I told y'all from the beginning, Mom, Dad, y'all want to be a part of this? Come join me. Come on, come join us. Nobody, and I'm not knocking nobody, but it wasn't nobody from Semaj's family, maternal, paternal side who was trying to do anything. If they were moving in silence like y'all say they were, then that's what they were doing. They were moving in silence, trying to do their own little thing, I guess. I don't know. But my thing is, in a case like this that was brought to the media, it was brought to the public cared. The public was out there looking. The public. It was the public who came and helped search. It was the public who cried when they found her under the couch. I thought it's the public who can help us. Because here it is, we've gone, 6 months? No answers? No nothing. Just not ruling it a homicide, okay? I guess we should be glad that it's just not being ruled a homicide. But if you think about it, that's unacceptable. This is a 1-year-old child who was murdered in her home. A 1-year-old child who was murdered in her home. And to say, okay, we finally got it ruled a homicide, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. That's not something I can just bring home and be like, yay, yay, let's throw a party because they finally ruled it a homicide. No arrest, but they finally ruled it a homicide. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. So, like I was saying, I saw that it wasn't that many people there. It wasn't that many people showing up to the meetings. The community was, most of the people in the community, I won't say all, but most of the people in the community, they were threatening me. Oh, do I need to start over? Am I still on? Am I still here? Ooh, I shouldn't be cracking my knuckles. Am I still here? Let me know if I should start over or end this one. Are we good? Are we good? I'm good. I'm coming through. Okay, awesome. So like I was saying, I wasn't getting much. I was getting threats from people. A lot of people in the community, they wanted me to stop talking about it. A lot of people telling me I shouldn't judge, I shouldn't say anything, just let it go, let Semaj rest in peace. And my thing was, how can I let her rest in peace according to y'all if no one has been brought to justice? I'm not one of those individuals who feel, hey, I'm just going to sweep this under the rug and just let it go. No. Again, I feel it was so great of an injustice that everyone should know and something should be done as quickly as possible. So again, there wasn't many people attending the meetings. So I reached out to Jed. I had friends telling me about him like, Latoya, why don't you, look at what they're doing and ask them for some help. You guys could use some help. Ask them for some help. Because the turnouts were terrible. Nobody was coming. So again, I reached out to Jed and his team in hopes of all of us coming together to get justice for Semaj, despite our differences, despite how everyone felt. That's all I wanted to do. For some odd reason, Mr. Greg, he got upset. When me and Jed and I first talked on that live, Mr. Greer, he shared it and he just went crazy. Jed's gonna have to answer to me and Latoya has no say so. Okay, I'm human. That upset me so much because here it is. I've been doing this for God knows how long. Even when I was alone, I still was doing this for how long? How can you shut me out after all this time for a relative who is just now stepping up? That's my only issue. If Dad really truly want to step up, I told him myself. On one of my posts, I told him myself, like, you know, you feel a certain way about me, I feel a certain way about you, but it's not about that. It's about Semaj. If you want to work together, bro, let's work together. That's how I feel. How I feel about him does not matter. For the 100th time, it don't matter. You don't like me, bro, I don't like you, but hey, we got Semaj. We got Semaj in common. Semaj is your daughter, she's my goddaughter. We both love her. Let's both bring her justice. That's all I ask. Why try and phase me out of this now? Like, that's my biggest issue. I'm tired of getting shut out. Why are you shutting me out? But anyway, he on Facebook just throwing a big old temper tantrum. He don't want, what'd he say? Why would I bring something like this to Semaj? Bring what? Awareness? Support? Resources? So, I mean, that's all I was trying to do. But he's angry. He did a group chat with the Justice for Semaj action team. He added me to it. I really didn't want to argue with the man. I didn't see what was wrong. I guess they look at it like I should have asked them for their permission. I should have asked them if it was okay to reach out for help. Let me tell you this. I'm an adult. I'm an adult woman, okay? I do what I feel is right in my heart, especially when it comes to helping a child, helping to protect other children, helping to save other children. I do what I feel is right in my heart. The things I have done for Semaj, I have done out of love. Okay? I reached out to Jed and Sheena out of love. I felt the more the merrier. The more people we have coming together to bring justice for Semaj, the more people who will be aware, the more people who will stand up if they see a child being hurt and abused. The more people, the more soldiers we have out here to protect these children and be voices for them. Because I'm going to be honest, we can't stop abuse. We cannot stop child abuse, but we can certainly do something about it. If we know something about it, we can certainly do something about it. We can have DCFS, legislators, lawmakers, all of them. We can have them set in place. Laws, rules, regulations that will ensure that this will not happen to any other child, that every child from here on out will be saved. That is what I want. That is what I have been saying I wanted. That's all I want. It's people who just get on here and they get angry. They bring their misery, their hatred, and their confusion. They bring it here and they make this about me. For the 100th time, it's not about me. I've never asked for anything. Myself, along with the freedom fighters, we have not asked for anything. So while Greg is making those accusations to demonize us to the public, we're not even doing those things. He demonized Jed. We had a meeting with him. And like I said, I was not asking for his permission. I was asking for his blessing. I was asking for the blessing of the family, Semaj's family, Greg, and the Justice for Semaj action team, where we can work together to achieve the same goal. Okay? Our goal is to get justice for Semaj. Why can't we work together? Why must we be divided? And I've been saying this for the longest, for people who come in and they call me out my name, they say I want attention, they say I'm trying to make this all about me. I tell them, join. This don't have to be about me. I've never asked anybody for a dime. I'm still not going to ask for a dime. I don't care if I was facing eviction tomorrow. I'm still not going to ask for a dime. I'm not selling t-shirts in my baby's name. I'm not doing nothing. The only way I am using her name is Justice for Semaj. And I've been doing this. So why is it a problem now? I've never used her likeness or anything. So why is it an issue now? If we are wanting the same thing, if our goal is the same, which is to get justice for this beautiful baby girl, what is the problem? What is up with all of this slander? Everybody, no matter who you are, have some kind of demons in your closet. Everybody do. Some of the stuff is really bad, some of it not as bad. But to be a man of the cloth, right? Taking these accusations and using them in a way to demonize help, that's totally ridiculous. How dare you? How dare you make this movement about you and what you've done? Which in reality, Mr. Greer, you have done nothing. It's been the women who've been leading this. You have done nothing. You got 3 months into this. And like I told you in that meeting, you got 3 months into this. If you want to talk about seniority with your little 3 months, I got 6. I actually know Semaj. I've been putting in this work. I asked them to help. So again, what is the problem with them helping? You can't sit up here and talk about seniority when you barely have any. Okay? You talking about the rallies. You take pride in those rallies. Again, you only got like 20 people showing up, bro. Only 20 people showing up. And what's so crazy is there, from what I see now, all of these people who showing their love and their support, a lot of them didn't even know. So what does that say about you? You talking about you're internationally known. Why is it with you stepping in and helping, people still didn't know what happened to Semaj? What's up with that? It's not about you, Greg Greer. It's not about Semaj's dad. It's not about Semaj's mom. It's not about her family. It's about getting her justice. And I'm sorry to say this, but if you have a problem, any kind of negativity with me getting justice for my God, baby, that's your issue. It's because you don't want it. And I'm starting to think that maybe Mr. Greer don't want justice because he wants this to be prolonged out so he can keep getting exposure from it. That's what I'm starting to think. I want her to get justice as swiftly as possible. That's what I want. I'm willing to accept anyone, any help that I can. Even if it's from people I don't like. What is wrong with you people? If you don't like what we doing, if you don't like me, why are you even commenting your negativity on anything associated with this? If you feel that this is some kind of big old messy circus show, then you stay your way and I stay mine. If I don't like something, I'm not gonna go seek it out just to comment. We're adults. This is a child. How you feel about me shouldn't stop you from helping a defenseless child who died in the most horrible way possible. What is wrong with y'all? How can you listen to allegations? How? Unsubstantiated allegations made by a man who claims to be a bishop. Claims that he is working under God. And I know y'all like, well, Toya, you don't believe in God. Exactly. This is one of the reasons why I don't. Because you have so many false prophets speaking in his name, but showing us otherwise. For a person like me to see an actual man of the cloth use God's name and act like this, it deters people like me. It really makes us believe that there is no God. You are actually turning people away from God as well. Not only are you turning people away from my God, baby, you are deterring us away from God. You never know. Perhaps God is using this. Perhaps he is using Semaj to bring us forward. Maybe, just maybe. Perhaps he is using her to show us, like, man, we need to come together. Us as adults, we need to protect these children. Us as adults, we need to do better. Perhaps that was why. But by you doing this stuff, like I said, you deter us. I am already battling. I'm already battling the fact that she's gone. Like I said, I have no faith. My faith is gone. To find out that my baby was suffocated and then discarded in that way, to find out how they found my baby with bugs in her body, to know that she suffered and she fought the last moments of her life. It made me, somebody who grew up in a Baptist home. I grew up a Baptist, a Christian, a Baptist. That's how I grew up. My mom used to always tell me about the Bible every day. But when this happened, my faith was shaken. I lost it. I no longer believe in God because of this. Every day for the past 6 months, I have been trying to wrap my head around how God could let that happen. How God could take her. I have been trying to wrap my head around this. Y'all don't understand. I lost sleep. I was not eating. I was like some zombie just walking around in life waiting to die. My children, y'all see how my children, they comfort me because they was there for the secret tears. They have been there. They saw mama literally break down. This is what they saw. And then on top of that, the hurting that I've endured from losing Semaj. I had to deal with people threatening me, people calling me a fraud. I even had to constantly prove that I am her godmom. Even when I showed screenshots from dad and mom saying she's the godmom, I still to this day have to prove that I am. And even with me proving that I am her godmom, I got to prove to people that I didn't even know what was going on. I have to prove to people that I am doing this from my heart, for a child who I love. I still have to prove myself. I have not done anything to make you all question me. You all say, okay, she's talking bad. She's speaking ill about the family. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But these are facts. Everything I have said is facts. The family did abuse those children. It's a 22-page DCFS report. What have I lied about? What have I lied about? 22-page DCFS report that speaks of abuse that these children had to face. I have people coming at me, why didn't you take her? Why didn't you take her? You cannot. For the 100th time, you cannot just take someone's child. Even if you feel that that child is being mistreated or what, you cannot. The most you can do is leave it to authorities. It was left to authorities who looked at that house, looked in my baby's eyes, saw all of those accounts of abuse and decided to leave her there. So me being an average human being, a godmom who was already shut out, what could I have done? Oh, just take her, right? Take her, and then you all bash me and call me a kidnapper, right? Because if they're telling mom, don't let her be around your child, don't let her be around your child, and mom listens, what makes you think they won't tell mom, file charges on her, she took your child? We're not dealing with average people who feel the same way that we feel. We are dealing with actual devils. And I say devils because anybody who would do some stuff like that to a 1-year-old defenseless, beautiful angel has to be a devil. Honestly. DCFS failed. I tell y'all every day I failed because I should have known something. Yes, I still beat myself up for 6 months. I still beat myself up because I'm like, man, I should have known something. I should have done something. Maybe if I did this, maybe if I did that, maybe if I just would have kissed their ass, I could have been around my baby longer. Maybe if I would have kissed their ass, the kids probably still could have came over. Maybe if I would have never spoke ill of them, the kids would be here. Just maybe. Maybe if I did this, maybe if I did that. I live with that every day of my life. That's why I tell y'all, I don't want to deal with y'all negativity. I don't. this is a movement for a child. I don't have time for y'all to be up here making this about me or making this about you. Grow up. Why are you on here talking about irrelevant stuff? Why are you talking about irrelevant stuff anyway? This is a 1-year-old child. If I want to get justice for my God, baby, why not let me? If I want to fight for her, let me. It is so sad that adults are willing to deprive a 16-month-old child who was murdered of justice just because you want the limelight, or just because you want to take over and make this about you. You are willing to deprive Semaj of justice, Mr. Greer. And to the family of Semaj, you are willing to deprive Semaj of justice? Because you have to see how this man is conducting himself. Why are you getting on here bashing people? Why? If you have something substantiated, if any of those claims that you made were substantiated, okay, I would be like, okay, cool. You know, you're right. Then it'd be a problem. But nothing is substantiated. You going off of hearsay. And trust me, no, you going off of hearsay and rumors. And trust me when I tell you, hearsay and rumors are just that, hearsay and rumors. If only you knew what these people have been saying about me. People have been saying all sorts of stuff about me. And I've taken that stuff and I'm still fighting for Semaj. I'm still proving myself. I look at this situation with Jed and I'm like, you know what? It's the same thing I went through, bro. Same thing I went through, brother. People just coming out the woodwork saying all this stuff about me. It's the exact same thing. I understand where you're coming from. I really do. And that's why I got so angry in that meeting. Jed, he kept a cool head. He kept a cool head. But me, I'm an emotional person. Y'all see, I'm emotional. I was upset. Why are you belittling this man? We are trying to work together, Greg Greer. Why are you belittling him? Why are you talking down to him? Why are you treating him like this? Jed didn't have to have this meeting with you. But he wanted to meet with you because, like he said for the 100th time, he just want to back us up. He just want to help. That man has said 1,000,000 times, I'm not here to take over anything. And if he was here to take over anything, he wouldn't have had that meeting with you. Duh. Jed didn't even get a chance to talk to James because James wasn't even at the meeting. Now, here it is. You're a representative of the family, right? And the family, Semaj's family should have been at that meeting because here it is. I thought, to my understanding, this was supposed to be a meeting of strategy. Our next step as to what to do. Why isn't the family there? Don't get me twisted. I'm not trying to knock the family. I'm just saying everything associated with Semaj, they should be a part of, right? If they want justice for Semaj, that is what they should be a part of. I need, Brandy Wagner, I need you to comment because I need you to get on here and let these people know exactly what was going on because Greg is making all of these unsubstantiated claims about us. He is demonizing us, and I'm bringing facts. Y'all know me ever since day one. If you look all up and down my timeline, if you go all the way up to April, everything I said is backed up. It's backed up by either screenshots, articles. Everything is backed up. I'm not just talking out my ass. I'm talking pure facts. If you want to take the time to look them up, you can look them up yourself. If you don't want to look at my page, don't look at my page. But everything I have said is backed up. I told y'all they dirty. They some dirty people. They've been doing some shady stuff. 22-page DCFS report comes out. You know what, Tinka Chrissy? This situation is extremely sad. Okay, I'm bringing Brandy on. It's extreme. It's inviting you, Brandy. I can't believe this man on here saying all this crazy stuff. Like you trying to overthrow what we doing before we even get the chance to do it. Hi, Brandy. Could you please explain to them what happened with that situation?
Yes. He said that the freedom fighters were collecting money in Semaj's name, and that is not true. What happened was I had made a page that's called Justice for Semaj, and I had shared cash the Cash App website onto my page. And I think that's where all the misconfusion came from, is because Sheena contacted me yesterday and she was like, look, we're not collecting funds in Samaj's name, so you have to remove that Freedom Cash App off your page. So I went back and removed it immediately, no problems, because I'm only doing the page to keep awareness, let everybody know. I'm even still trying to figure this whole thing out.
Right.
But that's all that was. But no, nobody is collecting funds in Samaj's name.
No funds. We
And
don't want
Sheena also
anything.
said no funds. The only funds that they are collecting is for the protesters. That has nothing to do with none of the cases. That's strictly for like buses, jail support, food and water. It has nothing to do with any of the cases at all.
Right. Right. So, as you all know, we're not trying to collect anything. Nothing.
Not
We're
nothing.
not asking for one dime. Nothing. We don't want nothing. All we want is, okay, we have dad here. You know, the same shit you saying about other people is the exact thing you've been doing since day one. You lied on me, made me have to visualize everything the way you said it. You made my daughter's story turn to a mess. She wasn't in the freezer. She didn't have a bag over her head, and I did not burn. Okay, hold on a second. Let's stop this now, James.
Um,
What?
Sheena, Sheena did,
Huh?
sorry. Sheena did mention that she mentioned on the phone yesterday that there was people that had took her profile picture and were using that to make funds accounts in Samaj's name, and then she had to go through one by one and have them voided out because she is not making funds whatsoever. So I don't know this gray guy where he's coming off saying this mess, but that is not the
Okay,
case.
just 1 second. James, you've been having animosity against me towards the beginning, bro. You really have. And I'll let you on here. I won't block you for speaking whenever you want to speak. I told you, bro, in your message. Yeah, I do feel you set that fire. I do feel. It may not be because you was trying to cover up for your family. Maybe you didn't want to see that house anymore. I don't know. But I feel you said it. I feel you did it. And there are some people who said you did it. That's how I feel. But again, everything that I have said, bro, is facts. In the beginning, you was telling me, shut up, leave it alone, don't speak on it. That's how you were. I have not lied not one time. What have I lied about? What have I lied? Would you like to get on here? Lies, and now you want to treat it like it's innocent. Treat what? What, sir? He don't have the icon for me to invite him, but he can be right here. Everything can be addressed. What's the issue? You said you wanted to talk to Jed and you wanted to reach out to him, but you haven't. So what's the issue? Like I said, everything I've said was facts. Thank you, Brandy. Brandy, I'm gonna let you down, and I'm gonna try and invite him.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So, like I said, what's the problem? What's the problem? I don't get why you so mad. Why you so mad at me, bro? You know, all I've been talking about is your mom, your sister, and your ex, Cherie, who was all in that house, right? Their stories have changed. I have screenshots of one story being told one way, and then like what, a few weeks, few days later, the story changing into something else. Oh, here you go. I'm gonna send you an invite because you seem to have so much to say. Here you go. Please be specific. You declined. Why did you decline? You have so much to say. Why would you decline? I'm gonna send it again. Maybe it was by accident. Here you go. I'm inviting you. It's inviting you. And you declined. You have it seems you have a lot to say, and I'm not understanding what exactly you're trying to say. You saying that I'm saying the same shit that should prove to you I'm saying the exact same thing I've been saying for 6 months. Nothing has changed, bro. Your mom's story has changed. Your sister's story has changed. Even Cherie's story has changed. It went from they was trying to go get ice cream to Cherie took Semaj back into the house. What have I lied about? Your family are dirty. Monique Purvis, who is Cherie's cousin, said your mom likes to drug kids. What am I lying about? This is the issue that I have with you. You are being biased. If you really want justice for Semaj, all of that, well, it's my mom, it's my sister, I don't believe that, I don't want to believe that, that got to go out the door, bro. In this situation, you have to not underestimate what another person would do. You had to bury your daughter. You had to bury your daughter. So sitting here thinking that stuff, that just because it's your family, it's just inconceivable that they would do certain things. That's wrong for you to think that way. How can you truly, and that's my issue with you, how can you truly want justice for Semaj, but sit there like, no, that's not true. My family didn't do that stuff. Bro, it was in black and white, the DCFS report, in black and white for you. You need to get that stuff out of your head and think a little bit more clearly. This is my issue with you, because you want to play the fence, but you still backing up your family. Sorry to tell you, bro, but your family was there. Your family was there when this happened to her. Their story has changed. If you really, truly believe that your family is innocent, I've told you 100 times, take them to get a polygraph. That way you can see for yourself, and that way you can come on here without a doubt declaring your family's innocence. That's all I ask. And with Cherie too. If you really, truly feel that Cherie is innocent, she take a polygraph as well, and you can see. Let them ask those people specific questions, because I'm not buying none of their stories. I'm not. Why should I? You cannot tell me that it didn't sound a little fishy. That first they were saying the 3-year-old let Semaj out the house. Then it changed to they were going to get ice cream, but the car had to be jumped. And then it changed to the neighborhood pedophile took Semaj. It was so many different stories. If Don wants to come on here, I have no problem with Don coming on here. That's only if he want to talk. So if you watching Don, if you want to talk, send me an invite for you to be on here, and I'll let you be on here. The point is to, this is the public. I'm asking for your support. You are the same people who are willing to come down here. Like I said, some of you are the same people who shed tears with me. You cried when you found out Semaj was dead under that couch. You cried right along with me. A lot of you have been there with me throughout this entire journey. You have been there. It was times where I wanted to quit because I was getting death threats on myself, towards me, towards my children. I was getting death threats, and I'm like, wow, man, I don't know what to do. I can't take anything happening to my children. I already lost my goddaughter. I don't want nothing to happen to my children. It was times where I was like, you know what, I just want to quit. Maybe I should just quit. And these the same people told me, no, Toya, you are the only voice this baby got. You are the only voice this baby got. Be her voice, Toya. Nobody else is speaking up for her, Toya. And that is what I am doing. So again, what is the problem? What is the problem? We haven't asked for any money. We don't want any money. We are doing this. I've said this before. I'm doing this with my own resources. I've come out of money, my own money. You know, I've gone in my own pocket. I'm doing this on my own, and it's people who feel the same way. They are doing this on their own. Why stop them? Why? What is the problem? How do I have to consult you all before asking somebody for help? Why do I have to do that? Here it is. We have people from all over the world. I'm getting people from California, Indiana, Michigan. I'm getting people from all over who are seeing right now how they're going to come here and help Semaj get justice. What is the problem? What is the problem? I have not seen so many people show this much love and support to Semaj. I have not seen this. I have hundreds, thousands of people showing their love, their support, their dedication to ensure that this never happens again. What is the problem? What is the problem, Greg? What is the problem? We're raising awareness. We're having warriors step forward. Like I said, we got people who are going to make sure this never happens again. We're going to have people advocate for children. What is the problem? This is, y'all don't understand, this is a movement. This is a movement to help children. It's Semaj's honor. What is the problem? Got somebody from Arizona, North Carolina, Wisconsin, all coming together for Joliet's angel. Because y'all don't want me to call her Semaj. Joliet's angel. Dallas, Texas, coming for Joliet's angel. What is the problem? She needs justice. She deserves justice. Stop making this about y'all. Stop trying to divide us. Stop trying to cause all this BS. If you don't like me, you don't gotta like me. It's crazy because throughout this thing, I'm pouring my heart out, and I got people up here laughing. Like, I'm not describing the death of a 1-year-old child. What is there to laugh about? This is a 1-year-old child. You don't, you know what? I saw a woman, I believe her name was Naima. She was like, if you focus on the negative comments, you won't see the positive comments. And I'm going to start sticking to that. I think her name was Naima Get. I'm going to start sticking to that because she's 100% right. It's the negative people on here, like, it just drives me crazy. You are on here being negative about a situation when we're trying to do right by a child. You on here making the most noise. You just want to be seen. You making this about you. But this is about Semaj. If you don't agree with me, you walk the other way. If you don't like me, tell me in the inbox. Why must you get on something where I'm trying to raise awareness, where I'm trying to get help for this child? Why are you trying to do that? Rhonda Williams, I'm letting you on, dear. I think you wanted to be on. Did you want to be on, Rhonda? Decline. Did anybody else want to come on? And I appreciate everybody coming. That ignorant ghetto mentality is going to keep that man child from getting justice. He needs to grow up. You're right. And I have to keep it real with y'all. I was angry. I was angry. I was upset. I was cussing people out. Ask Tamika Robson, because she was the friend who walked up. She was the one who I did that live with. I was upset with her. I was angry with her because I just couldn't believe that she didn't see Semaj. I was naive. And what did I do? I came along. I'm like, you know what? I need to listen to her. She is the only person who have not changed her story. I saw Vera Giles post a video like maybe, 5 months ago, and that woman is in the video saying, I never saw Semaj. I thought Semaj wasn't even there. And I just could not believe Tamika. I'm like, Tamika, you got to be lying. You got to know something. She kept saying, I don't know anything, girl. I just got there, and then people was ready to leave. This is what she telling me. And me, I want answers. No, that's not. No, let that hurt go. Let that anger go. And once I let that anger go, I got it. It's like my burden was lifted just a little bit. Just a little bit. So you got to let that hurt, that anger go, bro. This is your daughter. Get answers. Stop playing the fence. Get answers. I don't have time for that. I don't respect that. If you really truly want justice for Semaj like you claim you do, you sitting up here being naive to your family possibly being the ones who did this is ridiculous. And these people are saying that they're fighting for that Greg Greer is saying that he's representing Semaj's family. Like, who could you possibly be representing? Because it has to only be dad, because some of her family are suspects. Suspects. How is that not a conflict of interest? Is that why you don't want our help? Is that why you don't want this awareness? Is that why you are trying to demonize us? Your actions is hurting this movement. It really is. This is a movement in honor of Semaj. Your actions is hurting this. Please don't make this another Rosemont. Don't. If you have facts about Jed, you post facts. Don't post no allegations. I've told you before, you have some people on your side who have actual convictions. Convictions. If you can look past convictions, you can look past allegations and work together, like I said, to benefit children worldwide. Why not do that? I'm just saying. All is welcome. You said all was welcome. Okay, so why are you bashing? Why are you bashing us? In the meeting, I told Jed what you said, and you sitting up there, you couldn't even back up what you said, Greg. I didn't say that. And then when I said, okay, I posted screenshots, well, why did you make it public? Why did you say it? Why would you say something like that? And then when you face to face with this man, you can't even back it up? Like, what is wrong with you? And now you threatening to get a restraining order on me? For what? Is that necessary? Why are you bringing all of this BS to this? You telling me I'm bringing BS to my goddaughter? You're bringing it to her. I'm bringing a lot of people, again, I'm bringing a lot of people who come in here to help. And you're demonizing all of them. What is your problem? What is the problem? I don't get it. I don't get it. Amy, he is torn, and we did a live with Erica Lindsay, and he got on there to talk then. He got on there and he talked, and he just like, man, I can't do anything. I'm so helpless. And I told him, like, you are her father. What do you mean you can't do anything? You're helpless. If anything, you're powerful. You're her father. You step up for her. You fight for her. There's no way for you to sit up here and be like, I'm so powerless. I can't do anything. Dude, you can move mountains for your baby girl. You don't ever sit down and say you powerless, especially when it involves your children. You don't ever sit down and say nothing like that. You still have a surviving child who still depends on you. What do you mean defenseless? You can't do anything. That's insane to me. I couldn't even imagine saying nothing like that. I'm powerless. No, you get up and you make things happen. I said that to him before. You need to get up off your ass and make things happen. You could have been calling people. You could have been asking people to help join you. Don't sit there and be nobody's puppet, James. I told you that. You don't sit around and be nobody's puppet. You do this stuff for your daughter. You do this out of love. You do this because you want answers, not because you feel, well, oh, I should do this now, or not because you feel, well, I'm gonna be here to step up for my family because I don't like what you're saying about my family. No. Or maybe I want to get information so I can warn my family and stuff. No, you do this for Semaj. Stop being biased. Do this for your daughter. Again, your family was there. The family of Semaj, they was there when this happened to her. Sorry, you may not agree with my methods, but they need to talk. Police saying they don't have anything, they're not cooperating, they need to talk. I extend my hand out to you to help. I extend out my hand to you to help. But I mean, the rest is up to you. You can't sit up here and you name call me, you bash me, you even threaten me, but you get mad when I respond. That's the issue with a lot of people. You get mad when I respond. I'm only human. If you sitting up here, you threatening me, you calling me out my name, you doing all this crazy stuff to me, what do you expect? I'm only human. And I have been beaten down so much. I am only human. James, you beat me down from the beginning, bro. You was beating me down from the beginning. You went so far as to say I wasn't a good enough godmom. You went so far as to say I didn't do anything for her, and you know I did. It was times where you couldn't do stuff for her, and I did it. So of course that hurt. How dare you? You know what all I have done for your daughter. You know that. So why would you attack me? Why? Why are you attacking me? That's why I'm like, why do you have this hostility towards me? Why are you so angry with me? The only thing I could think of is you angry because I'm going after your family. But like I said, bro, this is the same family who was there. Did you not read that DCFS report? Oh, I forgot. You did read it. You said the DCFS report was lying too. Get that out your head, bro. That's the only thing that's holding you back is you want to still be loyal to your family. I understand. I get it. That's your mom. That's your sister. But again, they are implicated in the murder of your child. These are suspects in the murder of your child. There can be no loyalty. Semaj is not here. Don't you remember holding her? Don't you remember looking in those big, beautiful brown eyes? Don't you remember what it felt like, her presence? Don't you remember that? Now, think about how you will never, ever have that opportunity ever again. You will not see her go to prom. You won't see her go to college. You won't see her get married. You will not ever see her have children of her own. You won't be a grandfather. And then your son, he's traumatized. He's hurt. What about that? That's why I'm telling you, you need to throw that loyalty out. Because that loyalty, it is tainting your view. That loyalty is, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but that loyalty is having you mess everything up. That loyalty is messing it up before we even begin. You want justice for Semaj. Let us help you. Let us help. I was shut out of her life. Don't shut me out of this. Why is y'all making it seem like, well, if you tell us, okay, Greg, you tell us, okay, yeah, y'all do y'all thing. Y'all do y'all thing. Okay, we trying to do it, but you telling us we can't even use her name. You lying on us saying we trying to get money from her. Like, how is that possible? How can you tell us, okay, yeah, we do our own thing, but you trying to stop us before we even begin? You have to see, James, how this man is turning this into BS. This man claimed to be representing you. You don't need no representation, sir. This is your child. You don't need no representation. Just like we don't need your permission to fight for her. We don't need none of y'all permission to fight for her. I just want your blessing. That's it. I sought blessing from Bishop Greer. I sought blessing from the Justice for Semaj Action Team, but I don't need their permission to do something I have already been doing. And again, I reached out to Jed. I did. Because I felt we needed help. This is a fight we have been fighting for 6 months. We have been beating ourselves up. We have been fighting so hard, but getting nowhere. So I asked for help. What is the problem? What is the problem? If you want to be the main person up in the front, then you be the main person in the front. If you want to be the head of this, you be the head of this. Just don't shut me out. I'm just asking for your blessing, bro. No matter how I feel. Yes, you know. Okay? Yeah, I've said it. I feel you started the fire, but again, I'm willing to work with you. I don't have proof that you did it. No, I don't. So I'm like, okay, well, forget it. I just want to work together to get justice for Semaj. If that means working with you, fine. So be it. That's all I want. Justice for Semaj. You want it too? Y'all want it? We want it. What's the problem? What's the problem? You don't like what I said? Again, everything is substantiated. I got facts, bro. I got facts. If you would just take the time to look, that's all you got to do. Take the time to look. Everything is on my page. Take the time to look. I haven't deleted anything. It was actually your people reporting my post, having them removed. But a lot of stuff is still on here. A lot of it is still here. All you have to do is look. Okay, Naima, I got you on here.